Hey guys, welcome back to Beth's Naughty Reads. I'm Beth Lamontagne, and today I'm gonna get naughty telling you about Chantel Tessier's book, The Sinner. But before I jump into the book and the author, I want to remind you guys to go out and give me a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You can find me easy enough under Beth's Naughty Reads. Also, please take a moment to thumbs up this episode, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you get notified when new episodes are released. On a side note, Greg said that if I get 100 new subscribers, I can get the matching wallet to go with my new matching purse. So if you guys would do me a favor and
Hey,
subscribe,
I don't remember that.
please go and share this so that I can get those 100 subscribers and get the new wallet of my dreams. So today we're talking about Chantel Tessier. Am I saying her name right, honey? Chantel Tessier? Thank you.
Tessier.
I needed the Frenchman to tell me how to say the French name. Chantel is a USA Today and Wall Street Journal bestselling author. Chantel is known for writing dark, morally gray romance novels. And today we're going to be looking at one of those books, and it is called The Sinner. The Sinner is, let's just say, if love and obsession had a baby, and that baby was raised inside a secret society built on power and sin, you would get The Sinner. It is definitely a dark college romance. The Sinner is book 2 of 6 books in a series called The Lords. It is a standalone story, but is part of the Elite World of the Lords series. Like most series, you are introduced to most of the characters throughout the book so that you will see the different characters before their books come up. So let's talk a little bit about the main characters. So the main female character is Ellington Asher, who goes by Ellie. She is the daughter of a powerful elite family. Her father was a member of the secret society, the Lords, obviously. Ellie's father died by suicide. I believe she was 13, but she was very young when this happened. And after her father died, Ellie's mother remarried a different lord named James. Now, I will take this opportunity to say that both Ellie's mom and stepdad James are huge pieces of shits, like the shittiest of shits. James is grooming Ellie to serve the Lord. So she is getting prepared to be whatever they need her to be. And this includes sexual abuse and exploitation. So it is not, it's not a good thing. Yes.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Weren't you going to do a couple disclaimers on this one?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Hold on. Main male character, Eastin, also known as Sin. So it's Eastin Sin Sinet. He is slated to be a very powerful lord once he graduates from Barrington. So the more you do for the lords, the more power and riches you're guaranteed. And he basically does whatever they ask of him. When the story, so he initially comes, and you'll understand this better in a minute. When the story initially comes, he comes to her as the madman or the masked man. But before that, Sin and his family are very close with Ellie's family. So they have basically grown up together. He has secretly been obsessed with her for years and always knew that he was going to make her his no matter what it took. He's willing to eliminate any and all obstacles to get her. That includes murder and blackmailing. So he's not afraid to do anything he needs to do to end up with the girl. So the story takes place, like I said, at Barrington University. It is an elite university for the rich. It is also where all of the lords go to school. It is an honor passed down from father to son, if you can call it an honor. But Sin, Ellie's dad, and stepdad are all members of the society. Once a man is part of the lords, his family is too, and there's no leaving the organization outside of death. The book opens with Sin getting an assignment from the Lords that involves Ellie's dad that changes both of their lives forever. After this assignment and being introduced to Ellie as the masked man, he finally decides it's time to make her his publicly. And in the process of making Ellie his, Sin learns that Ellie has been abused in her preparation to be used by the Lords. Ellie blames all her problems with sex and drugs on the suicide of her father, saying this wouldn't have been how her life turned out if her father hadn't been killed or died. Sin promises to do whatever it takes to get Ellie safe and away from the Lords looking to harm her, and he'll take her any means necessary. So again, he's out to get revenge, and he's going to be, pursuing those harming her so that there's no danger in her life. I'm going to read you guys 2 excerpts from the book. The first one gives you a little insight into Ellie's thought process. She says, "When I was young, I realized I wasn't like other young women. I realized when I was 18, let me start that over. So, when I was young, I realized I wasn't like other young women. When I was 18, Sin cornered me at a party and told me I was pretty. I knew he was lying. A way to fuck with me. Hell, a friend probably dared him or something. But then he told me that my eyes were so beautiful that he wanted to cut them out and place them in a jar in his room so he could look at them every day. It made me wet. It also made me realize that I'm more fucked up than I realized and more fucked up than any patient my mother had ever seen. Her mother was a psychiatrist. What would have made any woman coward made me lean into him. I convinced myself it was 2 lines of cocaine I had just snorted, but I knew better. Deep down, I knew I'd never have a healthy relationship with a man because I never would be happy with what society called normal. I want toxic. I want madness. I want someone who makes me question my sanity, and I know I won't be happy until the masked man decides to make me his forever. I'm perfectly fine spending the rest of my life not knowing who he is as long as he continues to come and see me. I mean, we can already kind of tell by that little excerpt, right, honey? She's a little off center. She's really into drugs and alcohol and anything to kind of numb the pain she's been in through her life. And you start to get insight into that as the story goes deeper. The next excerpt I'm going to read you is Sin explaining to Ellie that she is his, and it's pretty deep. I run my tongue over her racing pulse to her jaw and over to her ear. I'll never lie to you, little demon. I will beat that ass black and blue. I'll fuck that pretty mouth and I'll take that cunt whenever I want. But always remember, Ellie, that I love you. And no man on this earth will ever come close to feeling what I feel for you. And if he thinks he does, I'll rip his fucking heart out. Just the thought of another man loving her makes me see red. Noah can be who she needs like I can. Do you understand me, little demon? Yeah, yes, she answers breathlessly. That's good. That's my good girl. I mean, they're equally a little messed up. I think being in the Lord's really plays issues on people's minds, and it is clear that they both kind of think it's the way they think and function is okay and normal. I'm kind of here to say it's not. So, I'm going to read you guys a couple reviews. So, Tara the book nerd rated it 5 stars. She says Eastin is the best book boyfriend. The Sinner raised the stakes significantly higher than its predecessor, The Ritual, establishing a new standard of intensity within the Lord series. The second volume is characterized by its raw emotional depth and relentless pace. Chantal Tessier adaptly intertwines themes of profound trauma, erotic elements, and complex narrative development to craft a compelling tale that captivates readers and maintains their engagement throughout. The next one is from Tina, and she also rated it 5 stars. She said the whole series is perfect. This is the second book in the series. This book is very dark and spicy, but oh so good. The plot and twist will leave you wanting more. It's so good. It's so good. The mix between the spice and the plot is just perfect. The book doesn't end on a cliffhanger and will have an HEA, but the lingering questions will have you thinking about it all day, every day. This series is one of my favorite, and I can't get enough. You will want to reread all the books and will find yourself down a rabbit hole of theories. Absolute perfection, and I cannot recommend it enough. Please check trigger warnings for this book. The last one is from Tara the Book Nerd. Eastin is I already did that one. Sorry. The last one is from Jesse. It's also a 5 star, and it says, "I'm not thirsty, you are." I thought I was prepared for this book, but the Sinner absolutely wrecked me in the best way. This is my favorite Lord. Hands down, no contest. Sin is dark, commanding, and utterly addictive, and every scene had me questioning my sanity because why do I want to be chosen this badly? The storyline is twisted perfection, keeping me hooked from start to finish, but the spice, Lord have mercy. It's bold, unapologetic, and hotter than anything I've read in a long time. Chantal Tessier doesn't just write romance. She creates an experience that consumes you. The Sinner is sinful, seductive, and so satisfying it left me ruined for all other dark romances. My favorite Lord owns me, and I don't ever want to be free. So that's just some of the reviews. Excuse me. So let me give you guys my book reviews and overview. So I definitely gave a 5 jalapeno spice rating on this story. It should be a 10. I mean, it's that dark. It's dark and spicy. I gave the story rating for me personally was a 3, and I'll tell you a little bit why here in just a second. But I do want you to understand that The Sinner is a dual POV, dark or taboo romance that is surrounded by elite university secret society power dynamics. The story is dark, y'all, like capital DARK, dark. It's probably the darkest book I've ever read, and I've been reading obsessively for 5+ years. The trigger warnings are no joke. For the book, and I actually had to look up what water play and forced body modifications. Those were new to me, and I just was like, okay, wow. I will say that all the reviews I looked at absolutely loved the book. All of them throughout all the reviews were 5 stars. So um, most people love it. If you like dark romance, it's probably right up your alley. I read book 1 in January, and I don't remember it being this dark. Granted, it's been 8 months, but this book was hard to get through for me at times. After a while, Ellie became annoying to me. She kept getting in the same fucking situations, and I kept wondering when she was going to say everyone should fuck off and get out, but it never happened. Um, on Sunday, I actually said to Greg, my husband, after church, that I wasn't even sure I should read this book after going to church. I mean, I was half joking, but I was also kind of serious.
No, you're kind of serious. Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm going to chime in on this one.
Yeah.
This is the first book I've really chimed in on you having second thoughts about finishing. Like really, not because the story
is great.
Well, not because the story was dull.
Right. No,
but
not at all.
because the story was so aggressive. Like,
it's really aggressive.
It's, you know what I mean? And for you to tell me that, I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I was really interested in hearing your review on this one.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I look at the picture of the author.
Yeah.
And I go,
she looks like a sweet, just
but,
sweet,
hey,
innocent girl.
No.
Listen, everybody's got different things,
Yeah,
right? And
absolutely 100%.
we all live in a fantasy world sometimes. So this is maybe her fantasy world. And there's no shame. There's no kink shaming.
No kink shame. We don't kink shame around these parts.
Water play was probably really difficult for me.
Is that peeing?
No.
Or what is that?
It's like almost drowning someone.
Oh, it's like waterboarding.
It's basically
like CIA stuff.
Yeah, but it's in like a bathtub and stuff. So they're not waterboarding them, but they're holding them under.
Drowned.
It was
Jesus
it was
Christ.
I was
what
like,
I'm saying?
Wow, yeah. Listen, maybe I'm just not ready for hardcore dark romances yet. I know that I'm gonna eventually get to book 3. It probably just take me another 8 months, LOL. But I do want to say, if you're looking for something light and innocent, this is not it. Again, light and innocent, the storyline is not. You definitely need to be okay with dark, morally gray romances that exploit trauma, power, and abuse, and dark submission. I mean, really dark submission. If you're okay with that kind of book, you will not be disappointed by this book. Again, I know I'm going to read the third one. It's just going to be a little, I need to recover from this one first. So I encourage you guys to go out and check Chantel's social media accounts. You can find her on Instagram as Chantel_Tessier author, TikTok. Well, I should say Chantel, _Tessier author. TikTok at Chantel_Tessier_author, and on Facebook as Chantel Tessier. Go out and give her some follows. She also has great things out there on what she's working on and what's coming up, as well as any shows that she's going to and signings that she'll be attending. So if you want to find out more about these books, I would definitely follow her on social media. Lastly, I'll encourage you guys to go check out the show I do with my husband called The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. We can get a little obnoxious and a lot improper from time to times, but we definitely are silly and can promise you guys a really fun time. So if you have some time, go out and check out that show as well. Until then, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys soon. Love you.